Your Mini is unreliable because you leave it in sport mode all the goddamn time.
Morning, nerds. What is up? It is your boy. It is too goddamn early in the morning, but it's also the only time that I really have to be able to do this. So I can say what's up and introduce you, get us all caught right on back to my baby, as I so call her at right now, Project Ramona. So what we have here with Project Ramona, we have a 2015 Countryman S, a little bit of a JCW appearance package. Not my fault. I bought it used. You get what you get used. Automatic JCW appearance package, make it look cooler than it is. Sure. But that just means you have to build her up. Now, we've got a little bit to go over. We've got what we've done so far. We've got what we're going to do. And hopefully we're going to do that I might need y'all's help with, that I just can't seem to find for the life of me. I need my fellow mini nerds to come out of the woodwork and grind me into some nice, weird nonsense. All right. What we got? Let's roll ourselves around. All right. So, step one, first thing we have, mostly bone dry stock. We have our lovely weight reduction fender trim. And I'm just fucking with you. I might have flown that off on the highway from bad fitment because of the main things that we've actually gotten done. She's mostly stock. I would call it a JCW tune, for lack of a better way to put it. So, and we pop her open. As you don't look like too much, it's mostly bone dry stock, except if we look down. Oh, that pipe's got a lot of extra room down in there because stage 2 tune, upgrade intercooler, plus 10 colder spark plugs, and upgrade radiator, a little bit bigger. It's also black, coming from the ever lovely Ministry Auto, all of those parts. Out from Australia. Honestly, they've been pretty incredible so far. Don't mind how dirty it is over on the sides and everything. We just came through a fucking snowstorm, so I haven't had time to get her actually clean. Yeah. So I say engine bay so far, just about entirely, Ministry Auto from Australia. Heavily recommend. Stage 2 tune from Mario Kart. Also heavily recommend. And then if we swing on down here, we have our special edition, Brembo brake pads. Very important, good for stocking, good old boring stock stuff. A little bit of chrome delete. I'm a poor boy, so we got the stickers from fucking Kill All Chrome. A little bit of Sharpie, and those will look a little bit less terrible. Same with my little door handles, little itty bitty things. Bimmer plug taillights, because I swear to God, if you get VLAN taillights, all I've seen is that they go out in a month. That's the bulk of what we've got going on right now. And honestly, there isn't too much more I'm thinking about doing. I've got some suspension upgrades so I can start actually taking some corners proper. It's really about it. Just make it a little bit fun, a little bit sound cooler. If I can, I would like a bigger turbo. Got a diverter valve coming in on the way in the mail. So that hopefully we can get some good old fashioned. I could always start with some, work my way up to a nice, and just kind of going on off from there. Oh, no better feeling than when you're leaving. Like, you're leaving right as everybody shows up. And it's just, that's when the massive road hits. No better feeling. Anyway, I've got a lot of the chunk of the things that I want to do mostly figured out with the future of old Project Ramona here. I've got a chunk of them. The problem is the big bolt of what I'm trying to find is any more carbon fiber parts I can get my hands on. See, without even if I could find like a custom carbon fiber guy, that would be great. But it's like any parts I can find. I found a hood. I've found the turn signal scuttles. That's about it. That's about it. Carbon fiber sauce tips, you know. But that's about it. Any other parts, specifically the side fenders, would be greatly appreciated, and the trunk. Trunk is a big one that I'm looking for. It's a big chunk of weight that I can get on. big one is trying to find a fun new engine, because I know this engine's gonna die. It's the N18. It's better than the N14 by a country mile, but I still know that it's truly a feat to try to get this puppy up to 300,000 miles. Just in case I want to get a little weird with my engines. Originally, I tried to keep it low-key secret, but originally, for years and years and years and years since it came out, I had the dream of a nice GR swap. But since that G16E, they keep looking at them and it's like, oh hey, you went 86 miles an hour and then it caught fire. Nothing I can do about that, sorry chief. It puts me in a bit of a red flag. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I still love it in principle, but I guess it does lead to, if it feels too good to be true, it's gonna be. Because that engine is amazing. 300 horsepower, 3 cylinders, nutty shit, nutty behavior. The thing's a nut, and I've wanted it so bad for so long. That was the goal. That was long-term was my goal, was keep saving up money to get that engine put in there. That I'm not really looking at anymore, now that and it's not even so much that they keep catching on fire, because even then I'm like, maybe it's like a bad mill match or something like that. It's the way that Toyota wants to handle it. That's what makes me not want it anymore. Any engine recommendations, I'm looking for small, weird, but still reliable. And I guess it's a little bit of like it's a little bit of a paradox to be like, I want a weird engine that's also going to last me 500,000 miles. I guess at the very least weird to put in here, but like that's going to fit, because my mini boys and girls know there ain't much room, and you don't even fit nothing too much bigger than what it's got in here. Sorry, I'm waiting for this slow ass grandma in the Subaru to take this whole bridge across so that I can actually go. My other big concern is my transmission. Those are my big main ones. If I can find an upgrade for the transmission, because my transmission getting a little bit iffy, and admittedly it's only getting iffy when I'm in like tune mode. You know, throw the sport mode down, my stage 2 activate, and then first to second gear, you gotta shift it around 3,000, 3,500, or else you get a little ka-dunk. Second, third gear, you gotta shift it at 3,000, 3,500, or else you're gonna have to get yourself a nice ka-dunk. Then after that's fine. Like a third gear's go gear. That's the way I say it. It's grandma gear, first gear, second gear. As soon as you hit third gear, you're good. Got it. Third gear's go gear. For the most part, like if I can get an upgrade to that, because I know for the engine, there is an upgraded N18 engine. Still like $6,000, but they have a closed deck, upgraded, reinforced. It can hit like 500 horsepower fairly reliably. That's my other option, because then there's just like forged bits and but then it's like it's got the engine that it normally has in it, and yeah, there's a bit of like the heritage to it or whatever. But I want some weird shit. I would LS this thing if I could fit it in here. Whole ass. I did that. That was a little asshole of me. Sorry, Subaru. I didn't mean to kind of ride your ass there on the end. Just jumps a little bit in the transmission. That might be part of my transmission problems, but I'm looking around at engine bits just because I know it's coming eventually, and I'd rather be prepped on that one. You know, be stuck with no car because I don't have money for an engine swap, and I really don't have money for another car altogether. And my transmission's the more pressing one. If anybody has anything of like automatic upgrades, or if it could be as simple as if I just swap it, like it'll be fine. But I don't know how much horsepower, admittedly, the stock automatic N18 transmission can put up with. And yes, I know. Automatic engine, not a real car. You get what you get in this used market. That's the way of the world now. And somebody's dogging on you because they got an automatic. I mean, somebody was dogging on them because they had an automatic, and they were like, I ain't letting this stand. 6 speed now. 6 speed now, bitch. And they gave it to peer pressure. I need to drive the thing. I need to be able to do things. Like, you see me drinking fucking Coca-Cola while we're cruising and vibing around. And sometimes you gotta use your hand for shit. I want to change the volume while I'm driving. A little tougher to do that when you're in a manual. Yeah, there are pressing matters in traffic that stop and go. So yeah, you know, I'm like, this is my damn. This was a whole ass race car, sure, and like, sure, manual transmission swap is something I'm looking at a little bit, but that's still at like 10 grand to get that whole fucking conversion done. So I might as well just do a whole engine swap that's gonna, you know, only a transmission anyway. It's kind of my thought process on that. I heard that rock chip, but I don't see that rock chip, and honestly, that concerns me more. Yeah, no, anything else, really? Any other cool recommendations? Oh, before cool recommendations, any of you guys might have to do some crazy cool stuff on here. God damn, I should have taken that drink. I immediately forgot where I was going with it. Oh, airbox. We all know stock airbox is usually the best airbox, which is why I'm not trying to get. I want a cone filter for noise. I know it's gonna drop horsepower, but I want a cone filter for noise. And why is this Ford Explorer not going when it's supposed to be going? Thank you. I want it for noise, but I don't want to just straight fuck myself on my power output because it's sucking hot ass air from my hot ass engine bay that even after a tune is hitting 200 degrees when I sit in the drive-thru. Sorry, butter ramblings there on the end. But I need an airbox. I need a closed cone filter airbox. I've seen a couple for the N14, and I've seen a couple of forum posts that say a lot of like the intake hoses and all that. Like a lot of the hosing fits the same between N14 and N18. The real big difference was like addressing a lot of the reliability issues with the N14. But even still, I kind of I'm too paranoid about it. And that's because it's my daily, it's my only car I got. If I had another car, if I had a fucking 06 Camry with 200,000 miles that I'm like, this is $3,000 and it gets me to work, then sure, I could give it the old crackaroo. And I suppose my easiest way that I'm thinking of doing it is, I'm thinking about trying to retrofit the stock, at least the stock bottom of the airbox, and then getting my buddy who's been kind of experimenting around with some carbon fiber, because he did his carbon fiber air intake piping for his car. It looks pretty nice. I'll be honest, it looks rather nice. I need to see like maybe some long-term effectiveness, make sure he knows what he's doing. But I'm kind of thinking about going that route, like custom box and like custom top of the box to go with the stock one, and maybe like retrofit it so I can fit a cone air intake, because otherwise I might fiddle around and see if some of those N14 ones will fit on an N18, but they're very, I don't want to waste my money because it turns out it doesn't fit, and I don't want to fuck something up because it turns out it wasn't supposed to fit. But like some dipshits on the internet were like, yeah, I made it fit, and they forgot the caveat of like after they did all this custom work or whatever the fuck. Those are my big ones. And then any other nifty recommendations, anything we can do to get more stability, a little bit more sound. That's really all I need. I just want a little bit more sound. I got plenty of oomph. I just need to be able to put the oomph down better with the transmission. And that's really it. Yeah. So if you guys have any sick, nasty recommendations of any super cool parts that you know that I might not have said anything about, rambled like a madman, or whatever, that would be what I really need. I need your guys' help with those bits. Any bit of comments, DM me on Twitter. Hit me up if I'm trying to start getting on Twitch again. So like, hit me up on the Twitch if I do happen to get back on. That's gonna be probably post-moving, but that's its own problem. Stream. Immediate regret. Everybody's driving scary at an idiot, so it's probably a good enough time to call. So I'm gonna say that's good for my bit while we're just cruising around, tell you what all I need. I appreciate it. You fucking stuck through this, because this whole thing has been an unhinged rambling, and just looking at how long I've been going doing this, I don't know how long we're gonna be. So appreciate you. Thank you for sticking on through that. Till the next bit. Good bit. Yeah. The lots are amazing, though. We're straight going sideways. Look at this fucking shit. Oh my god.